favorite artists to Mrs. Mayo's in-home art studio. This week in Mrs. Mayo's art studio, we're going to be creating a land arts project, sometimes called environmental art. We're going to create this by going on a nature hunt. We're going to look for beautiful things we find in nature. It could be leaves, it could be flowers, acorns, pine cones, stones, long blades of grass or twigs, and we are going to create whatever strikes you. For my 3rd and 4th graders, I'm going to create something called a mandala, which is a circle design with repeated aspects. And for my kindergarten through 2nd grade, I'm going to create a land art butterfly. Both are symmetrical, which means they're the same on both sides. And we are going to look closely at what we can find and make decisions on what it should look like based on what we gather. So begin by finding something you can collect objects in. So I'm going to use a flower pot, and my daughter, what are you going to use? A bucket?
A bucket.
This is Juniper, and we're going to start. So again, pause the video, get something you can go on a hunt with, make sure you have your parents' permission. And I would really do this with an adult, whoever is caring for you while you're working on your school work, because I don't want you cutting things in your gardens that you shouldn't. So, all right, so grab an adult and something to gather, and let's get started. So my daughter found, I wish I knew the scientific name, I'm just your art teacher, I don't want to say just, but I don't know the scientific name for what this weed is growing in our lawn. It makes a really great butterfly wing. So I'm going to make sure I gather, and you look closely too, you don't want to rip the whole thing because you want to use it to create an image or a picture. Make sure you gather 4 similar ones. Because again, butterflies are symmetrical, which means the same on both sides. So I'm going to match it up, and that's really similar. Not quite the same, but very similar. I'm going to pick another. Oh, well, I'm finding around our yard some stones, which are a really great material for mandalas. And here I'm seeing a shell. I'm going to pick that up, and some bark. Oh, I see more bark. Juniper, what do you see?
I think a tiny rock that I can use for the eyes.
That seems like a really good plan. I like that plan a lot. Ooh, look at these cute little clovers in the shape of a heart. I'm gonna grab that too.
Oh, I found a feather.
That's perfect. I have these pretty green and white hosta leaves. They're gonna work out really well. I think that's a great idea. They're called chives.
Just one more.
So beautiful. The clematis, all the flowers are just so beautiful right now. I just don't know where to begin. There's so many beautiful choices. I hope you have many in your neighborhood too. Just again, make sure you have that parent permission. Why don't you just pick one instead of picking the whole part? Come in and pinch. It's always good to pinch the bottom. See how mommy did that? I'm gonna just pinch some of the flowers off.
Okay, I got them.
Good?
Let's go.
All right.
We found anything. At least. When you think you've gathered enough, it is now time to stop and decide where you want to create your work of art. So land art is always installed outside with nature, in nature, but that doesn't mean that's what you have to do. You can certainly get a piece of paper and glue it down on cardboard would be a nice idea if you want to be able to keep it. My favorite land artist, Andy Goldsworthy, his artwork, he always creates knowing it's going to get destroyed in nature, which he loves and thinks it's really important part of it. So we are going to, us males are going to create our land art in nature, but again, feel free to bring it inside and put it down on a piece of cardboard, and if you wanted to be able to keep it, you certainly could glue it. Now remember, you do have to take a picture of your creation so I know what you made so I can assess it and grade it for you. So be sure before the wind blows it away or it shrivels up, you take the time to take a picture. All right, and it can be with a phone or whatever you have available, as long as you can email it or upload it in your classroom page. All right, guys, have fun. Let's set up. So we've decided on a spot that we're gonna make our work of art. And again, if you want to be able to keep yours, a really good idea is the back of a sketchbook, because you can glue it here with just a glue stick or Elmer's glue, and then it will put weight on it so it doesn't dry and curl up. But we're just going to create ours among nature. I'm going to do my butterfly right here so we can see it, and my mandala on the grass. How about you, Juniper? What are you going to do?
I'm going to put it on there.
Sounds good. Let's get started. Do you want to think about what you're going to make? So I am making a butterfly. And again, butterflies are symmetrical, which means the same on both sides. So I'm looking closely at my things and looking for ones that look the same. And I'm noticing these two look the same. So they're gonna be my bottom wing, because the bottom wing of a butterfly is a little longer. So I'm gonna put them down just like that. Now I'm looking for a top wing. And I'm gonna start with my hosta leaf, but I'm gonna continue and layer it. How about you, Junie? What are you working on?
I'm working on a butterfly. I'm working on the wings, actually.
You are? Awesome. And that's a little too much white. But that looks good together. So I'm gonna do this. How cool would it be if your sculpture actually attracts butterflies, Junie? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes.
I
wish it was in the shady area.
It is getting kind of warm, isn't it? Now I'm going to make my butterflies. I think this is just a little too much. Maybe I'll use that as my butterfly's beautiful face. That's what I think. Then I'm going to use sticks to make my butterfly's body. Ooh, how about the bark? That's a good idea, huh? Let's say yes.
Butterfly, I need a glue stick.
You want to glue yours? You bet. Here you go, honey.
So
So you're noticing the wind is blowing our sculptures, and that's okay. You can fix it if you want.
yeah,
Just
and
be-
it looks like they're flying.
It totally does look like they're flying when the wind blows. Great observation, Juniper. I love that you noticed the way when the wind blows, it looks like the petals are flipping and flapping in the wind. So just remember, you can keep it by gluing it on board or pressing it, or you can just simply take a picture. But whatever you do, please be sure you document these masterpieces. I would love to see 2 photos, actually, one of your creation and one of you with your creation. I had so much fun doing this. Juniper, did you have fun making your butterfly? I really love the way it came out.
My
Jennifer and I did, right?
Mhm.
So again, be sure you take a photo and upload it, and I can't wait to see what you create. Be well, my favorite artists. Can't wait to see what you do. Bye.
Bye.